Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? You are seeing this on a Friday, so it's nearly the weekend. Woohoo! Okay, so welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here, and I am so very close to over 800 of you. So please keep sharing me out, please keep telling your friends, and I would really appreciate a few more of you to come here and enjoy my channel. I really appreciate all your time, all your likes, all your comments, and it means the world to me that I'm nearly at my 800. So we are getting there, folks. It is happening. I am excited and I am so very grateful. So, on a Friday, I give you a crochet catch up of all the crochet that I have managed to get done this week. This week has been slightly different in the fact that I have had a week off work, which in normal times, it would mean that I have a lot of crochet to show you. However, I took the week off because my kids also had the week off from school. So as you can imagine, with me being at home with the kiddos, there hasn't been an awful lot of crochet time. I have managed to get some done, but I haven't managed to get an awful lot done. And before I show you what I have done, let me just say it is still October, it is still Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That is the reason for the pink hat, and a lot of other content creators wear their pink hats also. Please, 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 if you haven't got yourself checked, if you haven't had your mammogram, please do go and do that because early detection is key. I have heard that it is slightly uncomfortable, but a few minutes of being uncomfortable could potentially save you from some even more intensive stuff further down the road. So please, please, please do go and get yourself checked and make sure that you are a-okay, because we love and care about you all and we want to make sure that you are in the best of health. So get your mammogram. Okay then, so let's make a start. I am going to show you what I have managed to get done. So I have an FO. I do have an FO. Well, technically I have two, because if you saw yesterday's video, you will see that Mike and I managed to do the tile of the week. So that is an FO for this week. If you haven't seen it, please do go back and check it out. And my other FO this week is I asked on my community tab what colour yarn I should use to put the border on my, what I'm calling my Sabrina blanket. If you're new here, I was gifted some beautiful yarn from the wonderful Sabrina Melajuice. If you are unfamiliar with the beautiful Sabrina, I will leave her channel link down in my description box. Please do go and check her out. She is a super, super sweet and lovely lady, a very dear friend of mine. And in some happy mail, she gifted me with some gorgeous yarn, and I wanted to make a blanket for myself as a little memento of my friendship with Sabrina. And even if a day comes when I am no longer doing YouTube, I will have this blanket forevermore, and it will remind me of my wonderful friend Sabrina. So on the community tab, I think there was plain white, sparkle white, plain pink, sparkle pink, or blue. And I left it for maybe a week, maybe just over a week, giving you plenty of time to put your vote in. And the majority of you asked me to do a blue border, which I did do. Now, for the purposes of being honest, I personally wouldn't have chosen the blue, but I wanted it to be a joint decision between myself and my loyal family, Yarny family. And I wanted you guys to have an input, and you guys, most of you voted blue, so blue it was. And actually, I love it. I love it regardless of the colour of the border. I probably, as you know, would have gone for a pink option because pink after the rainbow is my favourite colour. But that's why I wanted to give the decision over to you guys, because you encouraged me to do a colour that I wouldn't have necessarily chosen for myself. So, would you like to have a look? I can't fit it all on the screen. It is rather large, but as you can see, I did put on my blue border that you guys chose. And here it is. This will probably be the last time this blanket is shown here on my channel, as it is now an FO. It will lovingly be put with my other memento blanket that I have made, and will help keep me warm this winter, because today it is another dull, dreary, chilly, wet, damp, rainy kind of day. So when it gets a bit chillier tonight, I will be able to wrap up in this blanket and keep myself warm. So a couple of weeks ago on Tile of the Week Thursday, we did the, I want to say Southwestern shells. It was the shell one. And the principle of that is that you were building shell upon shell in the rows. And I chose to do that as my border. I just did 2 rows all the way around. And the shells stack really lovely on top of each other. And I just thought it gives it a bit of interest. And it just finishes the blanket off really lovely. And the yarn I chose was a really old skein of yarn from my stash, because I am trying to bust through some of this. And the yarn I used is called Robin Double Knit, and this one is 100 grams, shade 47. There is approximately 300 meters or 328 yards. It is 100% acrylic. You can mild machine wash up to 40 degrees Celsius. Do not iron, cool, tumble dry. It recommends a 4mm or US 6 knitting needle. There is no recommendation for crochet hook, but it would probably be the same, as it is a lightweight 3 or DK weight. So that is what I used for the border, and I didn't quite use a full ball. I do have this little amount left. This will go into my scrap bucket, and it will probably feature in a tile of the week at some point in the future, because for the tiles of the week we are using our scraps. So that one will be added to my scrap bin. And yes, because I didn't think there was enough left to go round a third time. And actually the 2 rows is plenty to border it and finish it off rather nicely. And of course in the middle I just did a double shell just to make sure that the corners didn't bunch in, and there was plenty of room to get round the other side. So yes, I put my border on. You guys chose the colour. I listened. I did what you asked of me, and I absolutely love it. And like I said, this will now go into my personal blanket stash, and I will cherish it forever, because like I said, it will forever remind me of my gorgeous friend Sabrina, who I do chat with outside of YouTube also. So thank you, Sabrina, for the gorgeous yarn for the main body of the blanket. Thank you to you guys for picking what colour I should put on my blanket. You made me choose a colour that wouldn't be my first natural choice, and I love it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for taking the time to vote. I mean, you guys didn't have to, and a lot of you did. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So that is my FO. Okay, so the next things, I've got 2 more things, and they are still whips. I was hoping to get the next one I'm going to show you finished for today, but unfortunately I didn't quite make it. I only have 2 rows left, or 2 rounds left. So it will be done in time for Halloween on Monday, because I am going to spend some time this weekend finishing it off. And I am, of course, talking about my Mama Killer doily, which is that one there. I have shown this a couple of times now on my Crochet Catch Ups. It is a pattern from Ravelry, I think. I will link it down in the description box, though. You do have to pay for the pattern, but I think it's only $2, $3, $4, something like that. It's very inexpensive. It is a wonderful pattern to follow. And like I said, I only have 2 rows left to go, or 2 rounds left to go, guys. So I am so very nearly there. Let's show you the right way round. And I'm not wearing a light coloured top to show you better. I didn't think this one through, did I? So I showed you last week where I was just putting the top on these skulls here. So as you can see, I have done a few rows extra. and you can kind of see, sorry, I'm still attached, so let's try and get a better viewpoint. Normally if I have a lighter coloured sweater on, you're able to see things a bit clearer. Let me see, let me unzip my dark hoodie and put it against my light t-shirt. Let's see, oh, that helps. So as you can see, there's the skull there, and there is also the skull here. I was at the top of this skull last time, so I was, oh, fingers direction, I was here, and I have in fact gone all the way up here. So I am making progress, I am working hard. And like I said, 2 more rounds, guys, and this one will be completed. Now, it's not going to be big enough for my table, but it will be big enough to fit directly in the center. So it will be a focal point in the middle of my table, and I will put all the party food maybe around it and have that as the focal piece for our Halloween buffet party food style dinner that we're going to have on Halloween night. So yes, so very nearly finished, nearly an FO, but I didn't quite get there. Obviously, I had to keep my little cherubs entertained for the week because it's just me here with them. So that is the Mama Killer doily. Like I said, I will put the link to that pattern down in my description box. And like I said, it's very inexpensive and it is a lovely pattern to do. Skulls and creepy and spooky are not normally my jam. It wouldn't be the first thing that I pick to do because I am rainbows and sparkles and pink and girly. But I wanted to do something slightly different. I haven't really done a doily specifically. So it ticks off the doily box and it ticks off Halloween superbly with the skulls, and the choice of yarn that I chose to do it in means that there is a little bit of Manfa in there because it is this one here. It is black with rainbow twisted around it. And of course it is the Rapology hues in the colour High Alert. I think this is discontinued now, guys, and I was sent this in Happy Mail from a couple of my wonderful friends in the Hobby Lobby clearance. So I don't think you will be able to get this one anymore, but it is absolutely fabulous. And I am using my 3.5mm, if I can get it to focus, 3.5mm clover. It's not going to want to focus, but trust me, it's the 3.5 clover red handle. And in 2 rounds time, that one will be an FO. So the likelihood is that I will finish that this weekend. I will use it on Monday for Halloween, and then it will come back for just one more time next Friday so you can see the finished item. Okay, so that was Tyler the Week FO, Sabrina Blanket FO, doily, so very close to being an FO. And then the only other thing that I managed to do this week, because I have been busy with the children, is my Luck of the Draw 6. And it was so wonderful to see Nan back picking the number last week. Absolutely awesome. So pleased that she is on the mend and on the road to recovery. I'm not going to show you the full thing, guys, because it is very, very wide and very, very long. But last week's colour for me, it's looking orange on the camera, but it's not. It is a bright, bright red. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I will just give you a brief overlook. So started on the orange, went to the purple, went to the green, went to the aqua colour, orange, red, purple, pink, blue, yellow, pink and red so far. And obviously this week's number has already been drawn, so when I get off here I need to go and have a look and see what number was picked for this week, because I am filming this on Thursday but you are seeing this on Friday, so it's going to be picked today. So if you haven't, go and check which number. I believe we're back with Mama Swift this week. I will put both Nan's Next Knots and Mama Swift in the description box so that you can find all the numbers that have been drawn so far for Luck of the Draw 6. And guys, there is still time to catch up. It really doesn't take very long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was week 12. So it may sound like a lot, but you could still jump in and catch up very, very quickly if you so wish. So thank you again to Nan and Mama Swift for this awesome crochet along. We are going up to 20 weeks. So this week will be week 13. And then after this week, guys, we've only got 7 weeks left. Can you believe it? It is going so, so quick. It is so enjoyable. And because Mike and I have chosen to do a variation of the original pattern that Nan started Luck of the Draw with, we are finding it very mindless, very relaxing, very enjoyable, very stress-free. It is an enjoyable project that we are doing. Speaking of Mike, he did complete Tile of the Week. If you haven't, please go and check out the video yesterday. He did, after filming Tile of the Week, pick up his Luck of the Draw, and he managed to get a few rows in. So fingers crossed over the weekend he can get a bit more of his Crojo back. And he will be back next week on Friday because he'll have something to show. He has been dealing with a couple of bouts of sickness. His job is getting more intensive and is requiring more of his time and energy. And then obviously with the kids and everything else, real life behind the screens. He is finding his time limited and his energy a little bit lacking. So his Crojo has been lost a little bit, but fingers crossed he can get a little bit of his Crojo back, and fingers crossed he can be back with me next Friday showing you what he has managed to achieve. So keep your fingers crossed, guys. Let's hope we can get his Crojo back, because I will be so sad if he decides that crochet isn't in fact for him, because I've really enjoyed working with him of an evening. But you know, it's up to him. I am not nagging him. I am not pressuring him in any way. There is no point getting stressed or pressured in a craft. You're supposed to love it and enjoy it, not feel negatively about it. So fingers crossed he'll be back. If not, then that's fine. I'll still be here. You'll have to put up with just me. Okay, guys, so that literally is all I've got to show you. Oh, but I will let you into a little bit of behind the scenes information. Yesterday was Wednesday and my nan came over to spend the afternoon with us. My nan is 80. She was 80 back in September. She came to spend the afternoon with us and we gave her some dinner before we took her home. And when she walked in and saw my yarnscape, as some of you call it, and obviously the totes over there full of stash as well, she said that I could open my own yarn shop, which I said, oh no, this is my personal collection, this is my personal stash. She was looking at it all because she knits. She doesn't knit avidly and she can only do knit and purl, but she does occasionally do a scarf or a little blanket for family members. She'll say nothing fancy and just to keep her fingers busy and the boredom at bay, and she doesn't do it daily or anything, but she does appreciate yarn and she appreciates the beauty of yarn, and she is absolutely flabbergasted at the things that I crochet and the things that I show her. I tried to take her with me to the crochet classes where I learned how to crochet and it didn't go very well. She decided to stick with her knitting, which is absolutely fine. But she also saw this hat, which is the Alpine Stitch hat tutorial from Fibre Spider. I'll leave him down in my description box, seeing as I've mentioned him in this video as well. Thank you, Craig. I don't think you watch me, but if you do, thank you for a wonderful pattern. Thank you for enabling me to have a gorgeous pink hat for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And for a fabulous tutorial that I found easy to follow. But she saw this and she tried it on, and actually I'm sure she won't mind. She's not here to ask, but I'm sure she won't mind. She tried this very hat on, and if my camera will focus, there she is. There's my nan. That's her wearing this very hat I've got on my head. It was a little bit big for her, And she said, oh, I could really do with a new hat. And I said, well, I've got plenty of yarn, Nan. And she said, yes, but you're into bright and colourful and rainbow. And, you know, she said, I'm 80. I can't really get away with bright pink or rainbow. I said, you could get away with whatever you wanted to get away with. But if you want something more neutral, that's fine. So she said, well, I tell you what, to save your pennies, instead of buying me a Christmas present, can you make me my Christmas present? So I said, yes, of course. So she wants a hat just like this in this exact stitch, but made out of a different yarn, and she wants some matching fingerless gloves to keep her little fingers warm as the weather gets colder. And as you can see, guys, most of our stash is tailored towards myself, which is rainbow pink sparkles, bright, cheerful, in your face. And I don't actually have an awful lot of neutrals, but eventually my nan did decide on this, which I have 4 balls of. This is the Fireplace Comfort from Yarn Bee, and again, it was gifted to me in Happy Mail. It was obviously part of the Hobby Lobby clearance. This one is 70% acrylic and 30% wool, 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 229 yards or 210 meters, medium 4 weight. And I'll give you more of the specs when I actually feature this yarn, because it will be a few weeks until I can make a start, because I've got a few other things that I have planned to go on my hooks, and obviously a couple of things to finish as well. But she chose this one. It has just a hint of some pinks and some mauves and some bluey grey tones in there, but mostly it is this natural creamy neutral colour. It is nice and thick, nice and warm. I believe it is slightly roving. I don't know if this is discontinued or not, because obviously it's a Hobby Lobby yarn from you guys across the pond, and I don't have a Hobby Lobby. So I'm sorry if I'm showing you yarn that is discontinued and you can't actually get your hands on it. But I will be making my nan a hat with this and matching fingerless gloves for Christmas, as that is what she asked for. And she told me that she had a lot of fun shopping in my stash. So there you go, guys. My Yarnscape not only inspires me when I look at it, but it also inspired my nan, and she wanted something made from some of it. So I am super excited to do that for her in a few weeks, getting ready for Christmas and the holidays. So yes, that will be upcoming. Like I said, it won't be next week. It won't be for the next couple of weeks, but it will be coming, and you've had a sneak peek at my nan's shopping decisions on here first. You saw it here first. So that is that for my crochet catch up. What's coming up? Saturday and Sunday will be my usual stories. I am reading the Grimm's fairy tales. There is a whole playlist, and there will be more stories for you this weekend. Monday is Magazine Monday, so I'll be looking at a older magazine back from 2017 with you guys on Monday. Tuesday, I believe, is a Happy Mail video. And Wednesday, I believe, is another product review. I've been contacted by another company asking me to review their products here on this channel. It is not yarn or crochet related though, guys, so I completely understand if that one is not going to be for you. But that one will be on Wednesday. And then, of course, Tile of the Week Thursday and Crochet Catch Up again next Friday. So we have lots and lots to look forward to in the coming week. Seeing as you are seeing this on Friday, I hope you all have a fabulous weekend and a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you daily. Thank you so much for coming over and watching and spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully by the end of the weekend I will have hit my 800. So share me out, guys. I really don't mind. Let's see how far we can go, because it's super exciting. But until I see you in the next one, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Take care, guys. Love you all. Bye.